Devil on the deep blue sea behind me. Vanish in the air, you never find me. I will turn your face to alabaster when you find your servant is your master. Whoa, you'll be wrapped around my finger. You'll be wrapped around my finger. Whoa. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Unrelenting Alchemist, all spiritual all the time. Fear is not your master. Faith is. What is fear? Is it a sensation in the chest? Is it a racing heart? Is it a chemical signal meant to keep you safe? Or is it something more sinister, a lie whispered in your ear by those who want to see you fall? Something meant to bend your will and crush your spirit as well as your soul. Fear is not just a biological reaction, it is a weapon. And in the hands of those who do not want to ever see you rise, it becomes their favorite blade. But here is the truth. You were never weak. You were never alone. You were never trapped. And you most certainly are nowhere near being defeated. Because fear is a trickster. It disguises itself as reality. It dresses up in facts and it cloaks itself in numbers. It parrots statistics. It sounds all well and good. It comes at you with a voice of logic that sounds so convincing, it convinces even your bones to tremble. But it is still a lie. And those who use fear to control others are always lying, because truth needs no chains. It does not demand submission. It invites, it liberates, it exalts. There's no need for deception. This is the wisdom of the ancient rishis of Hinduism. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, you have the right to your actions, but never to your fruits. Be not moved by success or failure, and act with equanimity. Fear arises when we cling to outcomes, but in letting go, we rise above illusion. Maya, the veil that binds the soul in delusion. Maya whispers the same lie fear does, that you are limited, that you are bound, that you are incapable. But Krishna reveals that beyond illusion is the eternal self, unborn, undying, untouched by time. When you dwell in that truth, fear cannot live in you, because you know that you are truly immortal. The sages of the Upanishads knew this. Tat Tvam Asi, they declared, that thou art. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are the Brahman. You are the boundless reality. How can fear imprison something that is formless? How can illusion hold that which sees through illusion? Hermeticism likewise echoes this truth. In the emerald tablet of Hermes Trismegistus, we read, as above, so below, as within, so without. The fear that appears outside is a mirror of inner doubt. But when you align the within, you master the without. The tablet says, all things are from the one, and by the meditation of one, all things are returned. This is spiritual sovereignty. Nothing can dominate you. When you remember, you are a fragment of the source. So what you do when someone comes at you unrelentingly, when their entire strategy is to convince you that you are small, that you will never succeed, that you are nobody, that you are nothing, that you have no way out, you look them right back in the eye. You smile, you wish them peace. Not because you're weak, but because you have already won. You realize that you understand that true power lies in stillness. It lies in knowing who walks with you, and it lies in knowing that you cannot die. You are eternal, and you are not alone. You never have been. You have behind you a phalanx of ancestors who endured every hardship you can imagine, who crossed oceans, who stood their ground on battlefields, who prayed in fields under the stars, who wept and bled and rejoiced and danced and sang your very name into existence. And they are not gone. They never were. They walk within you. They form a circle around you when enemies think they have you cornered. They whisper strategies to your spirit when no words are spoken aloud, and you have angels, not just the serene ones from the paintings, but the regiments of warriors with blades of light and fire. Some of these are dark angels. Their wings are wide enough to blot out the sky, and they respond surely not to pity, but to purpose. They were told to come and back you up. And so they come when your spirit stands up straight. They arrive when you say no more, and they will slay all that is in your path to make sure that you have no impediments before you. You are backed by the Most High, the one who breathed life into galaxies, who carved paths into the seas, and who set stars in their place and gave each of them a name. The Most High is the one who saw you before you were born and said, "This one I have a purpose for. This one is mine." Fear can never touch a soul aligned with the Most High, with the divine. It can surely try. It can make you forget who you are. It can bark and wail, but hit dogs holler, and it cannot break through the force field of faith. Not unless you let it. And you who have survived every storm up till now, you were never meant to break. You were stronger than you always knew and believed. There's so much earth energy in you. Where do you think that comes from, and why do you think you have it? Remember that whatever voice you have in your head or whatever shadow you have in your path, all you can do is laugh at it. Not a mocking laugh, but a holy laugh, a righteous laugh that says you don't know who you're dealing with. Because fear tries to make you forget. It wants you to forget who you are. It wants you to forget what you've already overcome. It wants you to forget your own divinity. It wants you to forget your own brilliance, your own radiance, your own light, your own unrivaled power. And it will do anything to blind you to it. It will convince you that you are not important. But when you remember, this is the most dangerous thing you can do to these entities. You rose, and you've always rose, no matter how hard things got. When you believed that your end was near, you said yes with your willpower, and you endured and you survived. Your grandmother prayed over you and whispered into your sleeping form. Remember the scent of oil on your forehead from the last time someone anointed you. Remember your altar. Remember your fixations. Remember your affirmations. Remember the sacred text. Remember the breath, which was very holy, that you inhaled and exhaled because you remembered your power. Your voice becomes steady. Your eyes sharpened, and all those attempts to trap you in an endless loop, charlatans' parlor tricks that dissolve into the mist. And you're never in a loop. You are in a spiral, and all spirals rise. Even if you circle through the same lessons, you're not stuck. You are ascending. Every cycle brings more clarity, more wisdom, more strength. The entity would have you believe that you're going nowhere, that you're going backwards, that you're going to repeat cycles. But God always knew better, and so do you now. The next time someone tries to tell you what you are not because you agree, but because you know it doesn't apply and it never mattered, all you can do is smile. Smile because you see through the veil. Smile because their opinion of you has absolutely zero bearing on your destiny. Smile because you're free and you know their game, and the game is up. You can walk through the fire and not be burned. You can walk through the valley of the shadow of death and you fear no evil. Why? Because your rod and your staff, the tools of divine guidance and divine discipline, they comfort you. You are covered. You are spiritually armored. You are bathed in protective light. You have absolutely no reason to tremble whatsoever. Let them come. Let the fearmongers speak. Let the deceivers try their craft. Let the manipulators do their dance. You stay rooted. You stay grounded. You stay in your knowing, because they thought you were the servant, but you are now the master. The real battle isn't outside. It never was. It's inside of you. And when you win that war and you know who you are and your true identity, nothing can ever repress you again. Not because you somehow become more powerful, because you remember the power you had from the very beginning. You rest when you rest, you walk when you walk, you live your life boldly, your vibration is high. That is your true weapon. It's not a sword. Your joy is a weapon. Your laughter is a weapon. Your calm, your clarity, your compassion, your lack of anxiety. These are your true weapons. Not to destroy others, but to destroy illusion. Because the greatest illusion is that fear is real, and it never has been, and it never will be. It's a ghost in a machine, a projected image, a hex, a curse, a spell. But like any spell, it only works when you give it power. So break the spell. Break the illusion with your faith. Shatter it with your stillness. Dispel it with your truth. Your magic resistance has never been more stronger. Speak the name of the Most High aloud and watch the shadows scatter as a fleet of angels comes and places a wall before you, that none may harm you and none may reach you. You receive the power of the above as well as the below. You have friends in both places. Fear is not your master. It never was. God is your master. And God did not bring you this far to leave you. You are protected. You are backed. You are important. This planet needs you. You are chosen, and you're meant to make this world a better place. So move like that. Speak like that. Live like that. Let fear knock. Let it rattle the door. Let it howl outside the window. But don't open it. Instead, you light your candles. You burn your incense. You say your prayers. You touch your sacred beads. You anoint your own forehead. You play your sacred music and you walk on your sacred path. And you let fear starve and you let that door stay shut. You are walking with angels. You are surrounded by your ancestors who were kings and queens. You are cloaked in the glory of the Most High. You are free and you're just getting started. And they are the ones who are scared shitless now. Thank you for joining me in the Sacred Hour. This has been another exciting episode of The Unrelenting Alchemist. Remember, where you're going, straight to the top, they can't come with you. Until next time, walk wisely, walk bravely. And when the dark calls, answer not with fear, but with fire and life. So stay safe, my friends. Walk in your power and bow to no one.
And if I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you.